Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
59, Mike to 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, check. 59.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive...
Hello, everybody. What's happening this morning? Or this afternoon, whichever. We'll wait a few minutes and see if some others jump in here.
Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Let's go, D. 380 hit. 59. Mike,
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Brady's throw there
Just a few more minutes, guys, and we will definitely get started here. Let's still pretty early in the day. We'll let people get their coffee and whatever, and then we'll dive right into it.
Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I got him. A58 is a fight.
Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucks.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to episode 6 of Talk About Sports. We'll slowly get started here as and see if some others jump in. All right. Let's see, what question do we want to start with? Give me 1 second, guys.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, here we go. Mike 5 4.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. William Golston able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Alright, sorry about that. Bring up my questions here. Alright, so we are actually going to start with one of the last questions that I have on the on my list here. Question is, do you think All-Star games should be competitive? I do think that the All-Star game should be a competitive game. I have a very large issue with how the NFL does theirs. Their particular game is not competitive. Quite honestly, as far as professional sports, the NFL's All-Star game is kind of a joke, really. Yeah, Big Bad. Thanks for stopping in, bud. To an extent, we want it to be entertaining, but don't want players to overdo it and hurt themselves. I can see that. I don't like the fact that, as far as like the NFL is concerned, theirs is just kind of, let's fuck off. All of the other professional sports, it is still a competitive game, regardless of the fact that it's a, regardless of the fact that it's an all-star game, it's supposed to be entertaining. I get that. It should be entertaining, but it should also be a competitive game. The point to me, as far as an all-star game, is to prove, these are supposed to be the best of the best, in your respective sport. You should be trying to prove why you're on that team. It shouldn't be, oh, I made this team, so now I can just, I can do whatever. NFL players don't take theirs too seriously. Yeah, they really don't. And it absolutely drives me nuts because it used to. They used to take it serious. But the last 10 years, it's just kind of a joke. There's no point to it anymore. Like if you're not gonna take it seriously, in my opinion, why even bother? Yeah, it just ends up being a free trip to Hawaii. Yeah, pretty much. And it, like I said, it drives me nuts. I don't like it at all. I kind of wish that they would go back to making it a competitive game. I also have an issue with the fact that if you are going to the Super Bowl, you are no longer included. Like the players will be selected beforehand, but if they go to the Super Bowl, then they're no longer a part of it. I have an issue with that as well. It shouldn't matter. If your issue is you don't want your Super Bowl players who are selected to be in the Pro Bowl, if you don't want them getting hurt or a chance of them getting hurt, then do the Pro Bowl game either after the Super Bowl or do it, earlier. The NFL always tends to do theirs essentially sometime after the regular season is over. Do it during the regular season. Like, throw it into the, designate a week that, hey, this week is, All-Star Week or, Pro Bowl week or whatever. That way everybody can be included. You're not giving, hey, you've been selected, but because you're in the Super Bowl now, you can't go. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Pro Bowl should be 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, so everyone can play in it. I would be okay with that. Like I said, do it after or do it earlier in the season. I'm fine with either one of those, to be honest. But I have a big issue with how the NFL does their, I guess, all-star game in general. Hey, Visions, I see you popped in. Oh, you're good, bro. So, I don't know if you heard the question at all, but we just, oh, well, I did it later. We're doing it, 12, we started later. We started at 12 my time rather than, yeah, so it should be 11 your time. So we started with the last question that I had on my list here is, do you think All-Star game should be competitive? So, like, for the Pro Bowl for the NFL would be kind of the All-Star. Right. We were kind of, me and Big Bag's in chat, and he was kind of saying, but yeah, I think, yo, thanks for lurking, bro. Right. One of the other things I brought up was the fact that with the Pro Bowl for the NFL, they select all these players across the NFL. So out of all 32 teams, they pick X amount of players from each conference. But if those players, if their team ends up making it to the Super Bowl, they are no longer included in the Pro Bowl game, because they don't want to take the chance of the Super Bowl team's players getting hurt in said game. So my thought would be, right. Right. So me and Big Bag kind of agreed on, okay, so that everybody can be included, why not do it after the Super Bowl? Yeah, something like that. It's been a while. Right. Something like that. Right. And I get that. I don't know. I just have a big issue with the fact that, as far as pro sports are concerned, the NFL's All-Star game, if you will, is the laughing stock of all of them, because of the fact that it's not competitive. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. Right. 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 Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. All right. So another question. This one was actually submitted by a fellow taco. This was submitted by Nicholas Snipe, and it was: is it acceptable to let transgender women or transgender men participate in sports? For instance, let a transgender woman participate in women's sports. Um, you can go first. Right. Exactly. Hmm. Yeah, I am all about. Right. 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 Yeah, Big Bad says I have no issue with that. Why shouldn't they be able to? Exactly. And he also said equality across the board. Absolutely, Big Bad. Could not agree more. Sosa. Exactly. But yeah, I have no issue if a transgender person, man or woman, they want to play a sport, they should be able to play in the sport of whatever gender they are wanting to be. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I could not agree more. So I see you stopped in. Oh, you're good, bro. Uh, I'll go back to the first question we started with, so you can answer that one. Do you think the All Star game should be competitive? I'm talking All Star game across all sports. So whether it be the Pro Bowl for the NFL, the All Star game for MLB baseball, or yeah, MLB basketball, whichever. It don't matter. Should it be competitive? Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. My thought being, you're supposed to be the best of the best across whatever sport you're playing. Go out there and prove it. Prove why you got selected. Prove why you are supposed to be one of the best. Exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of players make more. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. 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 Yep. All right. So the next question we did that you came into like in the middle of, is it acceptable for transgender women or men to participate in sports? For instance, letting a transgender woman participate in women's sports. Right. Should he be allowed to play in a woman's sport? Why? Right. 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 Okay. I- Go for it. Exactly. I'd let it happen, but I mean that's beside the point. As you were saying, see, me personally, I would be okay with that. I mean, let's talk about the fact that Rude Boy's daughter was just destroying people in football. So, and she was playing with all boys. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, my thing would be as long as you're giving either side, whether you're a male or you're a female, as long as you're giving them the same amount of training and in the practice time that everyone else is getting, it shouldn't be an issue. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Right. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see it. I still think it should be a mix. Um, but we will exactly. I mean, I will tell you that a lot of the female UFC fighters already spar and train with men and prefer to do so. Right. I will give you that the training is different. Sparring is, especially for the UFC, is very similar to the real fight. Obviously, it's not, but right, right, right. It's a it's a mental mind state that a lot of people are in. Right. Uh, yeah, yeah. Right.
From the gun is Trubisky. Miller with first down and more. Miller on the catch over the middle. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
your guys move and scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Their first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Right.
From the shotgun is
See, I'd probably
Trubisky.
watch the WNBA more if I saw some women dunking. Like I'm just saying.
Impressive red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Likely they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they're taking a delight in those type of plays because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The fumble on 1st down leads to a second down. Now it's Trubisky. A good decision in the end to pull and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit. Pretty good, Mitch.
All right. Moving on. Next question I have is: I'm sure everybody has seen that John Madden has passed. Um, when you hear his name, when you hear the name John Madden, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
And the Bears are going to be set up with 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way
Right.
back to the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
The first Madden game was for the NES.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Catching it in from a yard away. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team back to that point.
Yeah, his first ever one was for the NES.
Give him credit for making it happen.
What is now? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the very first one was just called John Madden Football.
And he hit Arrow now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is
Mm-hmm.
down. At 11, it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Eh, oh yeah.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Yep. So anytime I hear the name John Madden, I immediately go to. I mean, obviously, I wasn't alive when he was coaching, um, but I grew up.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense.
He was the commentator,
Onto the field. And it looks
and
like
then
they
you
may
had
have
the
brought
football
the
games.
ball back. Probably not what you were hoping for either.
That was John Madden to me. He was football commentator with the turducken and the booms, the pows, the wops, whatever.
Take care of the home business there. He allows himself now that they're back on the field.
Brady with the PAT here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's talk about what a good teammate does here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least
Yep. Tough acting, acting. Yeah, Big Bad said, football god and legend, great coach, great commentator, always entertaining to watch, had an amazing understanding of the game. Absolutely, he did. 2 days ago. It was really weird. It was very. It was sudden. Like they literally like. I think it was either. I think it might have been Christmas Day. It was either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. They actually had a special on Fox called All Madden, and it was kind of like a. It was kind of like a documentary show or whatever. It was a tribute to John Madden. So you basically went through like his entire career, had interviews with various players, his wife, his kids, and then like 2 days after that, he passed away. It was so weird. But they haven't released like a right. That was exactly what I said. I was like, that is so weird. Um, but yeah, he. I didn't realize how old he was. I didn't realize he was 85. But like, no, like he still looked the same. Like even in that documentary I watched, like he still looked like John Madden. Like you saw him, you're like, oh, that's John Madden. Like there was no questioning who he was. Oh yeah. All right. Next question. Oh, I know. It's crazy. So the next one I got. Do you think the NFL? Do you think the NFL should do away with the preseason and make the season longer, or do you think they should keep it the way they changed it to now?
From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down.
Right. Did we lose Sosa? Oh, there he is. Visions, your thought on that one? Not trying to cut off Sosa, but right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this particular one. Um, Part of me feels that they should. I mean, part of me feels on one hand that the preseason should just go away because they don't utilize it the way that they should, or at least I don't feel that they utilize it the way they should. But on the other hand, I see your point, Sosa, with the use it to help the you know the new guys coming in. or the ones that don't get a whole lot of playing time. Like use that for them. So I mean, I kind of see both sides on it. Well, they changed it this year. This year was the first year that they actually. I think there's only 2 preseason games now, and then they made it an 18-week season. So this was the first year that they did away with having 4 preseason games and having a 16-week season or 17-week, whatever it was. Well, you can't be 18-0 because everybody still gets a. You can't be 18-0. You can only be 17. I mean, there are teams that were 12-0, but that was because they only had a 12-week season or an 11, 13-week season. But right. I mean, hell, the Patriots did that. Right. Yeah, there still is only one team in NFL history that went undefeated, and that was I believe the '72 Dolphins. Right. Right. Oh, Crazy Lou, thanks for the bits. I wish I could say that. Yeah, amen, amen, bro, amen, bro. Yeah, it's currently 48 in PA right now. Well, at least in the town I live in PA. I'm good, Crazy Lou. Mm-hmm. Oh, yay! I'm excited. I'm excited. Only not. Certainly not this guy. As much as I hate the snow, I did like playing in it. My hands, my hands didn't. Right? Yeah. My hands didn't like the snow, but I liked playing in it. It was fun. See, I was a lineman. I didn't wear gloves. I didn't wear sleeves on my arms. Like I that was just no. I had to go out there, go old school. Then again, my dad also didn't let me do that. Yeah, there. Oh yeah. Yep. My I was 64 and 75. I was 73 one year too. Oh, Crazy Lou, thanks for the bits, bro. All right. Well, if no one else has anything as far as a topic or a question they want to discuss, I think we will raid out. Right on. That's cool as shit. Right on. All right. Ooh, fun. Does anybody have any suggestions for a for someone to raid? Because I've only got three that are live right now, and that's Lili 25, Unfallen Panda, and Kill Dawn. Kill Till Dawn. I don't care if they're not a taco. I'll show somebody love. Yeah, I think all the ones I got are affiliate too. So yeah, put his name in chat, and I will raid out. All right, right, guys, it's been fun. I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate everybody coming in.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Man, it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think? Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.